Hey there, Julia here. Welcome back to another video. We're getting right into it today with another monthly bullet journal setup, and we're starting off with the quote page. The quote this month is, "If you can dream it, you can do it." And this is a Walt Disney quote, which is perfect for the theme this month, which is inspired by one of my favorite games right now, Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm specifically going for more subtle elements from the game, honestly, just in case I want to do another Dreamlight theme later on. But yeah, this time I'm focusing on the storage chests and the little wooden signs that they recently added to the game because it's just so cute. And if you have no idea what this game is, it's still a cute early springtime theme, I think. But yeah, I gotta tell you just a little bit about the game, of course. People are saying Animal Crossing walked, so Disney Dreamlight Valley can run, and I tend to agree. It takes all the best parts of Animal Crossing and adds in Disney characters and lots of decorating space, and there's this whole quest and storyline aspect to it. It's just really cozy, and it's really been quite the pleasant distraction lately. It's still in early access, like an early release thing, so there are still some things they're working on, but it's supposed to go free to play sometime soon. But yeah, highly recommend it. The font inspiration for the larger words, so dream it, do it, and then the April header, is inspired by one of my favorite sans serif fonts called Brandon Grotesque. It's just a really clean, simple font, but my Americans will maybe recognize this font because Walmart actually uses this one. Amazon Kindle uses this font as well in their marketing material. It's a pretty popular font, but I thought it was pretty close to the font used in the game, and so I just had to go with it. Everything else I'm using will be down in the description per usual, but I'm mostly using water-based markers for this setup, Tombows, Archer and Olive calligraphs, and my trusty Staedtler markers. For the highlights, I'm using my Artistro paint pen, mostly just because that one doesn't fail me. I have discount codes for those along with some others down in the description too if you see anything you want to get your hands on. But here is the cover page, and quickly we're moving on to the monthly calendar page. I told you guys I'm into the quick setups, at least while things are a little wild and crazy with the day-to-day. I've cut a little Dutch door, and clutch your pearls, I'm going back to the horizontal calendar, but I'm still sticking with the Monday start because I've grown to love it. But I've decided to do this mostly because of the theme. When you open your storage in the game, you get these little boxes like this, so I thought it would just be more fitting to go with this boxed out calendar layout. You can also see that I got a little colorful with the boxes, and in retrospect, I wish I just would have kept everything one color. Too many colors for me just feels a little chaotic, but I was already too far down the rabbit hole to deal, so here we are. And speaking of rabbit holes, I promise I'm working on a few more videos for the channel. One was supposed to come out before this one, but I had some technical issues and decided to just shelf it until I have time to go back and refilm. But April is about to be another busy month. I'm headed to Florida for a masquerade wedding. I'm super excited. And then I'm heading to Texas to see the lead singer from my favorite band, Him, with his solo tour situation. So that's going to be a good old time too. Maybe that's why I went so wild with the color here. I don't know. But working on that Dutch door section, I'm just doing some magical purple swirls with some sparkle. This gave me Pipa art vibes really, but that's totally fine. I think she's amazing. But I also thought this paired well with the washi tape and just that overall Dreamlight Valley vibe. I ended up wanting a little more separation with the calendar and the page below, and an easy way to do that is to add a border. In this case, I pulled out a gold marker along with my metallic watercolor for the extra shine. I decided to use the marker underneath so I didn't have to use that much water with the paint and have these like super puckered edges, but I just didn't want the paint to do the heavy lifting, but I still wanted the shine. And I got the shine. Flipping that little Dutch door over, I'm simplifying my dashboard yet again because I will be on the go for a nice chunk of the month, so I needed to adjust this spread to reflect that. For this page, I'm separating the page into 5 boxes. One will be for invoices, another for yearly focus check-ins, wedding tasks. And then the last two are write in any movies or TV shows we end up watching. I'm not doing any like plot recaps or anything this month, just want a place to write down what we're watching. And if you're curious, man, it feels like we've started a lot of things, but we're watching Daisy Jones and the Six, the new Ted Lasso season, Mad Men, The Mandalorian. We started the show called Hello Tomorrow on Apple TV Plus, and that's really cool. But yeah, there's just a lot of good stuff out right now. In that middle section, I'm just working on another chest. This one is open and I'm adding in a little purple mushroom from the game there. I've actually been thinking about just hopping on Twitch again or something to show off my Valley progress, because even though I still have a lot of decorating to do, I'm still pretty freaking proud of what I've done so far. So if you want to see that, let me know down in the comments. I will leave my Twitch in the description just in case I randomly decide to hop in there. Okay, on this other side, I'm bringing in a reusable section. I have a whole video on reusable spreads, so I'll leave that up in the cards to watch after this. But yeah, so I want this section to be purple, so I've pasted it in a purple piece of paper, and then on top of that, I measured out my one-sided laminate and popped that in there. And yeah, I can just use a dry erase marker to write in quick notes, or in my case, most of the time, color codes. But yeah, it's just kind of nice to have this quick jot section in the monthly. Above that, I'm popping in another slip of paper, and here I just plan on writing in what pens have what inks in them. And yeah, I've just been falling in love with fountain pens and inks, so this is just a little reference area for me here. All right, already at the last spread, I'm setting up the first weekly spread. I've already got my little Dutch door cut out, and I'm going to bring in that purple swirly pattern along the top to tie that in a little bit better with the overall theme. I feel like my weeklies are getting more and more simplified, especially since I've been using dailies. So just making a new daily task list every day, pulling tasks from a task bank. It will end up looking a little blank here for the setup, but I do post weekly spread updates in my Instagram stories if you're curious how I work through these weekly spreads nowadays. But along the top, I've put in another chest using that same coloring technique I've been using throughout. And then over on the other side is where I'll pop in my task bank. This is like a rolling task list that I pull from day to day. I have this split up into 3 sections: work for work-related tasks, personal tasks, and then I have a section for weekend tasks. These are usually like YouTube or Etsy related, since I try to do the bulk of those things on the weekends. But yeah, I will go ahead and pop in the first header over on the side, and then I just wanted to do some alternating row highlights so it's a bit easier to see all the tasks at a glance. I do this a lot too with graphic design tables. It's just a little easier to read through like stacked information this way. But again, I also wanted a little separation here as well. So just like the monthly calendar page, I pulled out the gold marker and watercolors to do a cute little sparkly gold border. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this first weekly spread. Okay, as we start flipping through all of the spreads I've set up for this month, I'm going to show you guys what I think my primary pen and ink duo will be for the month. The pen is by Esterbrook. It's right on theme. It's this sparkly Fantasia pen, and the ink is by Ferris Wheel Press. I now have a discount code for them, so definitely use Royal to save 10% off there. But yeah, I think this theme really turned out super cute this month. Let's chat about it down in the comments section. I love to do that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for 4,000 subscribers. I love you so much. Thank you. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you in the next one, and I'll also leave a video for you to watch next if you want to. I think you'll like it, but I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.